Okay, let's dive right into something really crucial. Diabetes.
Yeah.
But maybe not how you usually think about it, not like it's a sealed fate.
Right, more like a wake-up call.
Exactly, a wake-up call, maybe a crossroads, where the choices you make every day, well, they actually carry way more weight than your genes.
That's such a key point. Your actions really can hold more sway than, your DNA in this particular story.
It's about understanding that.
And it's fascinating to think of our bodies less like these rigid machines and more like, well, incredibly adaptable systems.
Adaptable, I like that.
Yeah, think about it like this. The food you eat, how you move, even how well you sleep. It's all kind of like code.
Food, okay.
Yeah, code that influences how your genes actually express themselves.
Right, so it's not some, software glitch you're just stuck with.
Not at all.
It's more like a system update that's just waiting to happen.
Yeah,
And, well, that's really our mission with this deep dive, isn't it?
pretty much.
Yes.
Give you that code, that understanding.
So you can make those informed choices and, trigger a positive update for yourself.
Exactly. We want you to really grasp how this works internally.
So you can steer your own health.
Yeah, and it's empowering. It shifts things. You're not just passively getting whatever your genes deal out.
Right, you become an active player.
An active agent in your own health journey, recognizing the tools you actually have.
Okay, to make this really concrete, let me tell you about Sarah.
Okay.
She was 58, gets this pre-diabetic diagnosis, and her doctor gives her a pretty serious warning.
Uh-huh.
Basically, keep going like this, and you'll probably need insulin within a year.
Wow, that's heavy. And that feeling trapped.
Totally. She felt trapped. She was always tired, always hungry. That kind of hunger that just never gets satisfied.
Oh yeah, I hear that a lot. It's a classic sign of metabolic imbalance.
Yeah.
The body's energy processing is just off.
Then she finds this study, Johns Hopkins, and this is where it gets interesting. It showed that losing just 7% of your body weight, 7%, could slash the risk of getting type 2 diabetes by 58%.
58%, that's huge.
Isn't it? And the key was just smart, strategic changes, no crazy diets, no magic
The
pills.
7% number, it really stands out. Because it shows you don't always need these extreme measures.
Right.
Small, steady changes can make a massive difference in risk.
So Sarah, she starts simple, swaps her usual toast for scrambled eggs with spinach, little things.
Good start. Protein and greens.
And she starts taking these short, 10-minute walks after meals.
Smart move. Helps with that post-meal glucose spike.
And get this, she even starts using resistance bands while she's watching TV.
Huh. Multitasking.
Yeah.
But that's brilliant. It's about weaving it into your life.
Exactly. I'm not trying to overhaul everything at once.
Yeah, that rarely sticks.
So the results. Within a year, Sarah lost 42 pounds.
Wow. 42.
Her A1C, that blood test showing average sugar over months, it dropped from 6.4, which is pre-diabetic, down to 5.6, normal range. Fantastic.
And the best part, no meds, no shots, just those small, smart changes.
That's incredible. It just shows how responsive the body can be when you give it the right signals.
So if Sarah could do it, the question for you listening is, well, your turn.
Absolutely. It really drives home that managing blood sugar is so tied to lifestyle, not just medication.
So that's our mission today. We want to help you see diabetes as, well, more than just high blood sugar.
Yeah, more complex than that.
Think of it like a symphony that's just gone a bit off key.
I like that analogy.
And we're here to help you kind of retune the instruments, give you actionable steps to get things back in harmony.
That's a great way to put it. A symphony out of tune. It helps visualize how interconnected everything is.
Right, like if insulin signaling is off.
It affects the whole orchestra, the whole body.
Okay, so let's dig into that symphony a bit. Insulin. Imagine insulin as the conductor.
Okay, the leader.
Its job is basically to tell your cells, hey, open up, let the glucose in. And glucose, that's the sugar from food, right? The body's fuel.
Exactly. And when it's all working smoothly, the cells listen to the conductor.
They open the doors, glucose comes in, energy happens, blood sugar stays stable, harmony.
But here's where the trouble starts sometimes. Insulin resistance. Think of it like the orchestra just stops paying attention to the conductor.
They're getting sluggish.
Yeah, or just ignoring the cues. Insulin's waving its baton, saying open the doors, but the cells aren't really responding well.
And that resistance, it doesn't happen overnight, does it?
No, it creeps up.
It can build up gradually. Diet, lack of movement, extra weight, they all play a role. The cells just get less sensitive over time.
And when those cell doors aren't opening right, that glucose, it starts to pile up in your bloodstream.
Right, nowhere else to go.
And that extra sugar floating around, it starts causing problems, like bumping into your nerves.
Ouch. Like a Sybil clash, as you said.
Yeah. And causing inflammation in your arteries, like a screeching violin. Not good music.
Definitely not. And that high blood sugar, day after day, that's what leads to the long-term complications. Nerve issues, blood vessel damage.
Here's something really crucial, maybe a bit of a game changer that doesn't get talked about enough.
Okay.
Muscle. Your muscles can act like a backup conductor.
Ah, the backup, yes.
They have this amazing ability to actually pull glucose out of your blood without needing insulin to tell them to do it.
That's such a vital point. Muscle tissue is metabolically active, right? It's key for glucose disposal.
How does that work?
Well, when your muscles contract, like during exercise, they actually open up a different pathway for glucose to get in, an insulin-independent pathway.
So wait, the more muscle you have,
The more your body can just automatically pull sugar out of your blood.
like without you even thinking about it.
Pretty much. It's like having this built-in blood sugar regulator just working in the background.
Wow. Okay, so more muscle equals better blood sugar removal. Simple.
It's a pretty direct link, yeah. More muscle mass generally means better glucose control. That's why building and keeping muscle is so critical.
But here's the catch, right? After age 30,
Uh-oh. Yeah, sarcopenia. That natural age-related muscle loss,
we start losing muscle mass, like what, 3 to 8% per decade?
somewhere in that range, yeah. And if you're mostly sedentary,
It happens even faster.
exactly. So you've got age working against you, and maybe lifestyle too, reducing that natural sugar-clearing capacity.
And weaker muscles mean that sugar just hangs around longer in the blood.
It contributes, yeah. Which, over time, can damage organs.
So building strength, keeping muscle, it's not just about looking good.
Not at all. It's,
Yeah.
like you said earlier, metabolic insurance. It's fundamental.
Okay. Conductor, backup conductor. Let's talk fuel. Food.
The repair kit.
Yeah, let's frame it positively. Food is your repair kit. And let's start with the powerhouse.
Yeah.
Fiber.
Yes, but the real kind.
Exactly. Real, crunchy, vibrant fiber. Not just powders or pills.
Right. Whole Foods fiber comes packaged with so much other good stuff.
So why fiber? What's it doing?
Well, think of it as a traffic cop in your gut.
Okay. Slowing things down.
Yeah, it slows down how quickly glucose hits your bloodstream after you eat. Big deal for preventing spikes.
Plus, I heard it feeds the good gut bacteria.
Absolutely critical. Those little guys thrive on fiber, and they in turn help improve your insulin sensitivity. It's all connected.
Wow. And it cleans arteries too.
Helps with that, yeah. It's really multi-talented.
Okay, so how much do we need? Like a target?
Good goal is around 30 to 40 grams a day.
30 to 40 grams. Okay, sounds like a lot, maybe.
It might sound like it, but let's break it down. It's doable. Breakfast, maybe oatmeal, chia seeds, blueberries, almond butter.
Okay, yum. How much fiber is that, roughly?
That bowl could easily get you around 15 grams. Soluble, insoluble fiber, healthy fats too.
Nice start. Lunch.
How about a big salad?
Hmm.
Kale, roasted chickpeas, avocados, sunflower seeds, olive oil dressing.
That sounds amazing. And fiber-wise.
You're probably looking at another 12 grams right there. Plus tons of vitamins and minerals.
Okay, 15 plus 12. 27. Need a snack.
Easy one. An apple with cinnamon.
Simple. Fiber.
About 5 grams.
Okay, 32 grams. Dinner.
Grilled salmon, great protein and fat, with quinoa and steamed broccoli.
Solid meal. And the fiber.
That adds about another 10 grams.
So 15 plus 12 plus 5 plus 10, that's 42 grams.
See, totally achievable with Whole Foods. Just making those mindful swaps.
Okay, fiber is key. Now, you mentioned fats with breakfast and lunch. Let's talk smart fats.
Yes, avocados, olive oil, walnuts, those kinds of things.
What's so smart about them?
Well, first off, they don't really spike your insulin, and they help you feel full,
Ah, satiety. That helps with cravings, right?
big time. Plus, they're important for your cell membranes, making them more responsive to insulin.
Oh, interesting. Like they help the doors open easier?
Kind of, yeah. They improve that sensitivity.
You mentioned a pro tip with olive oil
Oh, yeah. Try drizzling it on your veggies before the dressing.
before. Why?
It might coat the gut lining a bit, potentially slowing down sugar absorption even more. Simple trick.
Neat. Okay, fiber, smart fats. Next up, protein.
The construction crew.
Yeah, love that. Building and repairing muscle, balancing hormones.
And preventing those awful sugar crashes. Protein helps stabilize things, slows digestion.
But again, source matters, right? Like those protein bars.
Ugh, so many are just candy bars in disguise. Check the sugar content.
So focus on real food protein.
Definitely. Eggs, grilled chicken, fish, lentils, beans. whole sources.
Got it. Is there a target for protein, like with fiber?
Yeah, a general guideline is about 1.2 to 1.6 grams of protein per kilogram of body weight daily.
Okay, let's translate. Someone who's 150 pounds, that's about 68 kilos.
Right. So for them, it would be roughly 82 to 109 grams of protein per day.
82 to 109 grams. Can we map that out like we did fiber?
Sure. Breakfast. Maybe 3 eggs scrambled with cheese and peppers.
How much protein is that?
That's a solid start. Around 18 grams. Eggs are fantastic quality protein.
Good lunch.
Grilled chicken breast over spinach.
Protein.
About 30 grams right there. Lean and effective.
Snack time.
Greek yogurt with some walnuts sprinkled on top.
Good one. Protein count.
Easily 20 grams, plus probiotics from the yogurt.
Dinner. Back to that salmon.
Yeah, salmon with asparagus.
Did that give you?
About 25 grams or so.
Let's add it up. 18 plus 30 plus 20 plus 25. That's 93 grams.
Right in that target range, see? Achievable with planning.
It really is when you break it down. Okay, so we've got the what a food, what about the when? Timing matters.
Absolutely. Your body, especially your pancreas, making that insulin, it needs breaks. It's not meant to be working nonstop.
So like constantly grazing isn't ideal?
Generally, no. Giving it rest periods is beneficial, which leads to intermittent fasting.
Okay, sounds intense.
Doesn't have to be. A simple start is just a 12-hour overnight fast.
12 hours? How's that work?
Easy. Finish dinner by, say, 7 p.m. Don't eat again until breakfast at 7 a.m.
That sounds doable.
It is for most people. Just gives your system a nice long break, lets insulin levels drop, which can improve sensitivity over time.
Okay, timing meals. What about timing? Drinks. Hydration.
Super important. You know when you feel hungry sometimes?
Yeah.
It might actually be thirst. Dehydration can trick your brain.
Seriously?
Yeah. So next time you feel hungry between meals, try drinking a glass of water first. See if that helps.
Good tip. How much water should we aim for?
General rule of thumb.
Yeah.
About half your body weight in ounces per day.
Half my weight in ounces. So 150 pounds means 75 ounces.
Roughly, yeah. Adequate hydration is key for everything, including blood sugar regulation. Dehydration can actually concentrate blood sugar.
Wow. Okay, need to drink more water. But it gets boring.
Totally get that. Make it a ritual, make it nice. Add lemon slices, mint leaves, cucumber. Make it appealing.
Good idea. Make it less of a chore.
Exactly.
All right, food, timing. Let's talk movement. Medicine. Right?
Movement as medicine, absolutely. And you don't need a fancy gym. Gravity's free.
Huh. True. So strength training first, you call it metabolic insurance.
Yeah, and think of it as building glucose vacuums.
Glucose vacuums, explain that.
When you do strength exercises, your muscles are actively sucking up glucose for fuel. And they keep doing it even after you stop.
So every squat, every push-up, it's cleaning sugar out of my blood.
That's a great way to think about it. Like sending little shop vacs in there.
Cool. How often? How long?
Aim for maybe 20 minutes, about 3 times a week. It's a great start.
And no equipment needed, you said.
Nope. Body weight is perfect. Want a simple routine?
Yeah, let's hear it.
Okay. Maybe Mondays. 3 sets of 15 bodyweight squats. Then 3 sets of 12 wall push-ups. Finish with 2 minutes of standing side bends.
Got it. Wall push-ups are good if regular ones are tough.
Exactly. Wednesdays, try 10 reverse lunges each leg. Planks hold for 30 seconds. And 3 sets of 15 glute bridges.
Okay, hitting different muscles.
Oh.
Friday.
Fridays, step-ups, just use your stairs. Then bird dogs, 3 sets of 10 each side. And maybe some seated leg lifts.
That sounds like a solid full-body routine for the week.
It covers the major groups. And remember, modify. Can't do 15 squats, do 10. Use soup cans for weights if you want.
Progress over perfection.
Absolutely, that's the mantra. Small, consistent efforts beat trying to be perfect and burning out.
Okay, strength training, glucose vacuums. What about just walking?
Walking, the unsung hero. So simple, so powerful.
How powerful.
That 10-minute walk after a meal, it can slash blood sugar spikes by up to 30%. 30%.
Just 10 minutes, wow.
Yeah, it helps your muscles use up that glucose that just came in from your meal. Timing is key there.
And what about just sitting around all day? Bad news.
Huge bad news. Sitting is the new smoking, they say. And for insulin sensitivity, it's definitely truly dulls it.
So get up often.
Yes. Every 30 minutes if you can. Set a timer. Pace when you're on the phone. Dance while the microwave runs.
Every step counts.
It really, really does. Break up that sitting time.
Okay, one more type of movement. HRIT. High intensity.
Interval training. Yeah. For people who want more bang for their buck, time-wise.
How does that work again?
Simple formula. 30 seconds, all-out effort. Not like really push it. Sprinting in place, jumping jacks, whatever gets your heart pounding. Okay, 30 seconds max effort. Yeah.
Then 1 minute of rest. Catch your breath.
And repeat.
Repeat that cycle maybe 5 times. So it's short, but intense.
Why is that so good?
It gives your insulin sensitivity a massive boost for up to 48 hours after.
48 hours? Wow. Like a vaccine against sugar crashes.
Kind of. And again, modify. Can't sprint, march in place really fast. The goal is just getting that heart rate way up, then letting it recover.
Intensity is relative. Got it.
Precisely. Push your limit safely.
Okay, movement covered. Now, something often ignored. Sleep.
Oh, massively important. The body's reset button.
What happens if we don't get enough? Besides being tired.
Your hormones get all cranky. Seriously, it disrupts appetite hormones. Ghrelin goes up, that's the hunger one. Leptin goes down, the fullness one.
So that explains the midnight fridge raids.
It definitely contributes.
Yeah.
And poor sleep is strongly linked to insulin resistance too.
So how much do we need?
Aim for that sweet spot. 7 to 8 hours of quality sleep.
Any tips for getting better sleep? A couple of things.
Yeah.
Try cooling your room down. Around 65 Fahrenheit, 18 Celsius.
Cooler. Why?
It can help trigger brown fat activity. That's the good fat that actually burns calories to keep you warm.
Interesting. And screens before bed. Bad idea.
Yeah, try to ditch screens for at least an hour before bed. The blue light messes with melatonin, your sleep hormone.
So read a book, journal.
Perfect wind-down activities. Create a relaxing routine.
What if you still can't sleep? Mind racing.
Try the 4-7-8 breathing technique. It's simple but effective.
How does it go?
Breathe in through your nose for 4 seconds. Hold your breath for 7 seconds. Then exhale slowly through your mouth for 8 seconds.
In 4, hold 7, out 8.
Yep. Repeat it a few times. It really helps calm the nervous system down, activates that relaxation response.
Okay, sleep is crucial. What about stress? The sugar bomb.
Yeah, sneaky sugar bomb is right.
Yeah.
When you're stressed, your body pumps out cortisol.
The stress hormone.
Right. And cortisol tells your liver, release glucose. We need energy for this stress.
Even if you don't actually need it physically?
Exactly. So if you're chronically stressed, you can have chronically elevated blood sugar just from the stress response itself.
Yikes. So managing stress is key for blood sugar too.
Absolutely. And simple things help. Try getting outside for just 10 minutes a day. Sunshine, fresh air, it lowers inflammation.
10 minutes outside, doable. What about that grounding thing?
Yeah, walking barefoot on grass or earth sounds a bit out there maybe,
A little.
but some studies suggest it can lower stress hormones like cortisol by up to 25%.
25% just from walking barefoot.
That's what some research indicates. Worth a try, right? Connect with nature. It calms the system.
Definitely worth trying. Okay, let's bust some myths. Ready?
Let's do it. Myth number 1. Diabetes means no carbs. Ever.
Totally false. Right.
Completely. It's not about no carbs, it's about smart carbs.
So making swaps.
Exactly. Swap white rice for cauliflower rice or quinoa. Ditch the soda for sparkling water with lime.
Choose berries instead of maybe bananas, which are higher sugar.
Good swap. Sweet potatoes instead of white potato fries. Focus on complex, high-fiber carbs.
And that pairing thing you mentioned, pair carbs with fat or protein.
Always. Apple with almond butter, toast with avocado and egg. It slows down the sugar absorption.
So carbs aren't evil, context is king.
Precisely. They're fuel. Just choose wisely and pair smartly.
Okay, myth 2. Supplements will fix everything.
Oh boy. If only it were that easy.
So they're not magic pills.
Definitely not. Some might offer support, but they can't replace the foundations.
Like cinnamon, I hear about that one.
Yeah, cinnamon shows some promise for improving insulin sensitivity in some people. Adding it to coffee or oatmeal is fine.
But it won't cure diabetes.
No. Magnesium is another potentially helpful one. Helps muscles relax, aids sleep.
Where do you find magnesium naturally?
Spinach, pumpkin seeds, almonds, even dark chocolate in moderation. Food first is always best.
What about chromium? Hear that one sometimes too.
Yeah. Evidence is pretty weak there. Probably save your money.
So the bottom line is, pills don't replace real food and lifestyle changes.
Never. Diet and exercise are the main pillars. Supplements are supplemental.
Maybe.
Got it. Myth number 3, and this one feels dangerous. You'll feel it if your sugar is high.
Ugh. Yeah, that's a risky assumption.
Why? Can you have high blood sugar and not know it?
Absolutely. These silent spikes happen all the time, and symptoms like fatigue, blurry vision, numbness, they can creep up so slowly you don't connect the dots.
So you could be doing damage without realizing.
Precisely. That's why testing is crucial. Don't guess.
So ask your doctor for that A1C test we mentioned.
Definitely get that baseline average.
And you mentioned CGMs.
Continuous glucose monitors.
Yes. If you can, try one even for just a month. It's eye-opening.
Hope so.
You see in real time how your body reacts to specific foods, stress, sleep, exercise. That knowledge is incredibly powerful for making personalized adjustments.
Knowledge is power. Test, don't guess. Love it.
Exactly.
Okay, moving beyond myths, let's talk environment, your kitchen. Yeah, setting yourself up for success. Make the healthy choice the easy choice.
So clear out the junk.
Pretty much. Get rid of the tempting processed snacks, sugary drinks, stock up on the good stuff, nuts, seeds, veggies, fruits, plain yogurt.
And meal prepping, helpful.
Hugely helpful. Cook a batch of grilled chicken, roast some veggies, boil some eggs on Sunday.
So when you're hungry and busy during the week,
You grab the healthy option you already prepared instead of reaching for something quick and less ideal. Takes the guesswork out.
makes sense. Create a supportive environment.
Exactly.
What about support from people? Accountability.
Oh, that can be a game changer too. We're social creatures.
So find a buddy, join a group.
Yeah, someone with similar goals. Or join an online community. Even just texting a friend your daily win, like, I took my walk.
Why does that help?
It makes it real. You're sharing it. And those small wins, they
Yeah.
build momentum. Celebrating them keeps you going.
And tracking progress, apps, notebooks.
Definitely recommend it. Data doesn't lie. Seeing your numbers improve or how many workouts you did, it's motivating,
Keeps you honest, too.
for sure. Self-monitoring and social support are proven behavior change tools.
Okay, so we've covered a ton. Food, movement, sleep, stress, environment, support. It can feel overwhelming.
It can, which is why the last point is crucial. Progress, not perfection.
Ah, yes. Be kind to yourself.
Absolutely. You're going to have off days. You might eat the donut. It happens.
So what do you do then? Throw in the towel.
No way. Acknowledge it, enjoy the donut maybe, and then just get right back on track with your next meal or your next walk.
Don't let one slip up, derail the whole train.
Exactly. Reset, move forward, and celebrate every win, no matter how small. A1C down a tiny bit? Awesome. Clothes feel looser? Great. More energy? Fantastic.
Focus on the positive changes.
Yes, it's a journey, not a perfect performance. Be compassionate with yourself.
So, wrapping up, the big picture here. Diabetes, blood sugar. It's not your fault, but
It is your fight.
Yeah.
Or maybe your opportunity to take control.
great. Your body wants to heal. It's resilient.
Incredibly revealing. Give it the right tools. Whole foods, movement, rest, stress management.
And the payoff is huge.
Huge. Energy, mental clarity, feeling good in your body, longevity. It's all connected. It's a holistic approach.
It really is. Wow. Okay, that was a lot, but hopefully super helpful.
I hope so too. Small steps can lead to big changes.
Absolutely. So if this deep dive resonated with you, please give it a thumbs up. Maybe smash that like button, as they say.
Yeah, do that. And share it. Share it with someone who's maybe tired of the finger pricks, tired of the fatigue.
Definitely. And subscribe so you don't miss our next one. We're going to get into gut health.
Ooh, fascinating topic. The gut health connection to stable blood sugar is huge and emerging. Really looking forward to that.
Me too. So final words for everyone listening.
You got this. Seriously. Take one small step today. Your future self is already cheering you on.
Well said. Stay strong, stay curious, and just remember, every single choice, every meal, every step, every breath, it's all part of the new story you're writing for yourself.
Keep writing that positive story.
I'll see you next time. Oh,